right. So, with that being said, today's all about ChatGPT and some of the new features that are built into ChatGPT that weren't there before, that supposedly Claude Code was some of the best. And to me, I feel like Chat is now almost superior than Claude because they make it super, super easy. So, first thing I'm going to do is hop over to Chat. Now, the thing about it is, and the problems I've been solving is I have an email account where I get spam messages, where I get bills, where I get clients messaging me their contracts, asking me questions about contracts. My email's constantly blowing up. And for us as real estate agents, that's a day-to-day reality. So how do I sift through that? How do I stay on top of everything? And a lot of people for that answer for a long time has been, oh, let's just buy Fixer AI that manages my inbox. Well, I don't want to spend $50 a month. And I kind of don't want just something monitoring my inbox. I want something that tells me what I need to do and what I should be saying. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about that on today's call. Now, so inside of ChatGPT, I have the $20 ChatGPT Pro version. Um, but there's some new features, okay? Number one is scheduled tasks, okay? Creating scheduled task. And what is a scheduled task? A scheduled task is almost like a AI agent that is doing a job for you. It's an official AI employee, right? A lot of us use AI to create content. But what if you could use AI to deploy emails, different content pieces, things like that? Okay. So, first things first, I'm going to build these agents live with you. That way, you have a very good understanding step by step of how I do this for my email. So, number one, hi there. I'm a local real estate agent and I get emails all the time from inspections, inspection reports, from lenders, from my current clients, and from my um, real estate office and from the climber community. With that being said, I want to create an AI scheduled task that sorts all of my emails for me, and then if it is somebody that I want you to also read the emails, and if it's somebody that actually wants to schedule a meeting with me, I want you to send them my booking link. Now, if it's somebody that has a negative connotation or a negative tone, or maybe something that's going wrong, you're sensing something's going wrong or an issue, I want you to read that email, draft a response that does not accept blame or anything like that. But then I want you to save it as a draft and tell me why this fixes that problem. Could you please help me map out this scheduled task for me? So, first things first, if you notice, I'm giving it the option to read my emails. Now, you may be thinking, Tony, how is it reading your emails? Well, uh, just before I start this, if you go to plugins, up in the top left-hand corner, you can click on plugins and you can connect your Gmail account to it right then and there. So once you click on plugins, okay, and the Gmail account's connected, then at that point, let me add people. Then at that point, okay, you will be able to actually let it read your emails. So I'm going to take that prompt, and if anybody wants my prompt, go ahead and screenshot it right there. Steal my prompt. I'll let you screenshot all of my prompts. It's all going to be there for you. So now it's creating a clean operating workflow with clear rules, sorting, escalating, drafting, and safely sending your booking link. Pretty darn cool. How much of your day is spent doing this, right? How much of your day you're like, oh my God, this just takes hours and hours on end, right? And how often do you read emails and you're like, oh my God, I need to figure out what am I going to say back, sitting there drafting it. Boom, you can have your emails already responded back to you. You just press send. So now it's literally going to, it's my email employee. I'm literally creating an email employee right now. And you could do the same thing for Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. you can create these email employees for you can create these different employees for yourself. So 1 second, and typically takes a few minutes. Typically takes a few minutes. All right, yes, the best version, not one giant robot in a box. An AI real estate inbox concierge. Recommended structure. It would review my new unread emails received in previous run, apply and correct a Gmail label, so it's going to organize it for me, read important messages in their full email threads, identify deadlines, request property addresses, and next actions. Pretty darn cool, almost like a transaction coordinator, right? Automatically send your booking link only when it's clear and safe. Draft responses to negative or sensitive emails. Notify you about your urgent issues and avoid processing the same email twice. Task 2, run every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'll give you your urgent emails. So chat is now going to literally give me a response, if you will, or give me a kind of the chat will give me kind of a synopsis of the day. And then here's the booking rules for my booking link. The same email, the message came from a real person, not an automated system or mailing list, something I didn't even think to prompt. They are clearly asking to speak with me personally. They did not already propose a specific time that requires direct answer. So these are all the things we would not think about when we're building these agents for ourselves. And negative email rules frustrate the system should look for frustration, disappointment, accusations or blame, confusion about what was promised, complaints about communication delays, inspection or repair disputes, financing or appraisal problems, commission or compensation concerns, all of these things. And then boom, it created me the exact prompt right here. Right here, it created that exact prompt. So who here would just like to press the easy button and just me give you this prompt? Anybody? Awesome, awesome. So let me 1 second. No one wants this prompt? Man. All right. I'll keep it. So no, I'll put the prompt in the along with the recording for you guys. So now that this is taken care of, okay, now that this is taken care of, I'm gonna say, do not allow AI to automatically respond to every email that appears routine. This creates unnecessary risk in real estate. Okay, I like your recommendations. Let's go ahead and deploy it. All right. So there it is right there. It's drafting this prompt. And for those of you who are just tuning in, today we're talking about how ChatGPT can literally, you could start building agents inside of ChatGPT. We're building an email triage agent right now. I'll go ahead and show you my first prompt that I did that for real estate agents that helps them sift through their emails, book appointments, and combat with negative emails that come through. So there it is right there. So now it's checking my existing real estate booking link email account to deploy this. It found my email account. And now it's urgently doing everything. It's in my email, always allow. So, any questions so far as I'm building this out? Any questions at all? Alrighty, so deployed, it's done. 7 a.m. Real estate inbox runs every morning at 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern. Real estate inbox summary by 5 p.m. The system it's connected to is Tony at PMU Marketer. Your booking link is set to this. All 10 Gmail labels were created successfully. Clear low risk meeting requests receive link automatically. And now it's scheduled. And I can look at see all the tasks, right? So I can now, I'm not, because I'm not going to actually use it. But if I wanted to use it, I could keep it live and running. No, Jeff, this is literally, I'm in ChatGPT right now. I'm not even using any other platform besides ChatGPT. So now it's triaging everything inside of my email account. Now, another way you could do this is look at plugins and see what plugins they have. So if they have, let's see if they have Google Drive or what's another plugin we could do a demo on? Um, Slack or even Zoom, right? If you're doing Zoom calls, you could connect it right to Zoom and have it do meeting responses, meeting follow-ups from Zoom. So that's really a down and dirty kind of how I set up bots inside of chat. Now, the crazy thing about this is a lot of people think you have to have a bunch of different platforms to set up bots. You really don't. Chat is limited to its plugins. You can do custom plugins, but you don't have to. Like let's say you want it to connect to your Lofty or your Bold Trail, you can connect it through it's what's called an MCP. You can connect it, but some other things I also want to show is sites, right? So with sites, for a lot of you who are doing single property websites, I'm going to do this really quick. Court Destin, copy. I just took hey there, I want to create a single property website from the listing in the Zillow link below. And then I want people to be able to call me now. And my number is 772-888-5880. So these are all like the new features of chat that a lot of people don't even realize. And if you want it to be branded to you, just find your brand board. So let me go. Also, I want the site to utilize my exact logo and my brand board. Pausing it really quick. So boom, it's using my sources of the brain kit, and it's literally going to create me a single property website for my Zillow listing. So who here knew this stuff? Did anybody know that like you could have chat triage your email accounts, respond back to your emails for you, and even build you single property websites, all for 20 bucks a month? It's pretty darn wild, right? Pretty darn wild. Also, I want the website to be cinematic. And I want to use the exact photos of the home in the Zillow link below for all the photos on the website. Now, this last prompt I'm giving it is super key. Cinematic and using the exact photos of the home. So the sites typically take about 5 minutes to create. So it is going to create it here in the next 5 minutes. But I would love to answer any questions you guys have. What questions? Feel free to unmute. Would love to answer any questions you guys may have. Anything? Anything? Not in real estate. I tried this week. It said you have 79,000 emails. You need to better instructions. How does it make personal info? How does this not make personal info at risk? So for me, regardless of chat, it says that it's, you're giving it access through Claude. There's a little safety trigger. Once you connect your Gmail account, it's going to ask for permissions. So you can give it limited permissions if you want. To me, I don't feel like it's that risky, but I'm also not going to give it an email account that's tied to all my banking info. I'll give it my work stuff. So,
He's been taking polygraph tests because he is in treatment. He's been taking clinical polygraphs, not the evidentiary polygraphs, which is what I gave him today.
Anybody, well, we'll mute all. Anybody have any other questions? I would love to answer any questions. You go, where's the outcome Excel? No, the outcome's in your Gmail. It's tied in your Gmail. It's literally going into your Gmail and triaging it. So it's literally you're creating an AI employee. So it's creating a single property website. Um, Jeff, you want to unmute? You can unmute to ask your question.
Okay, sorry, I'm driving right now, Tony, so that's why I'm not on
No,
screen
you're
or anything.
good.
So yeah, so what I did earlier this week was I wanted it to, go through my email and every
Mhm.
conversation I've had with a prospect client, and there was a conversation, and I don't know if it's intelligent enough to know this, but what what should be a follow-up for me? And can you put this, and I created like 8 columns for me to follow up on. Because I know 2 months ago, it might have been Tony Cruz, and I forgot about Tony Cruz and
Yep.
something I said I was going to do.
Yep. So what I would do in that scenario is step one, I would ask chat to analyze my email account for all my past potential customers. Step two, I would ask it to put it on a spreadsheet. And step three, in that spreadsheet, one of the columns is, can you please summarize the context of our conversations? And then step four, can you create me a email that I could send to these people that would get them to re-engage with me? That's how I would do it. And then step four, I would say, now that you've drafted all these emails, go ahead and send it.
Okay, I like that. I did not ask it to draft an email. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good. The other ones I more or less covered, but I did not cover draft me an email to re-engage, which
Yep.
I like.
Yep. So
because I know of those 79,000 emails, and that's just Outlook. That's not Gmail yet.
oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got probably another 40,000 in Gmail. And I know I followed up with whoever and said, hey, yeah, let's connect again in 3 weeks. And I never do it.
Mm-hmm. So
And I'll be able to get a copy or a replay of this, right,
yep,
Tony?
yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep, yep. I'm just hoping this website gets done before the call ends because I do have a hard stop in 8 minutes. Um, so just wait on this. Anybody else have any questions they want to unmute and ask? We have a smaller group today, so where's the link to see this again? It's going to be in the Climber community and the Apex Agent School community. So in the school community, you'll be able to find the replays. But look how many websites it went out and found. That's wild. 17 different websites. So downloading photos. Come on. So what's everybody else been doing with AI? What's everybody else been doing with AI or on here? Nothing? No one's doing anything cool with AI?
Well, Tony, since everybody's quiet, I'll be the
Mhm.
one.
Sure.
What do you recommend for the security? And you mentioned it a few minutes ago about, hey, I don't want it grabbing any of my personal information. How do you protect against that?
Well, number one, I think the bottom layer of protection is you going into your settings of ChatGPT and Gmail and manually going in and identifying what you're giving it access to and what you're okay with giving it access to. Number two, um, I would look at like the SSL certificates and stuff like that to make sure, like with ChatGPT, it's so big. A company of ChatGPT size probably has so many different data stopgap measures that I would trust it. Um, but number three is, I mean, and you turned me on to this, Jeff, is the insurance side of it. Having insurance, web security insurance for what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah, because
So,
I haven't executed on anything yet as far as communicating with people.
mhm.
But when you said, like credit card information or whatever, I'm like, shit, if I communicated with my bank or something like that, and that's an email that's out there, and is it going to grab that email?
Oh, well, notice if you go to the Moors tab in ChatGPT, they now have a Finance GPT that wants to connect to your banks.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's public knowledge now, but Jake's currently going through a divorce right now, and he literally connected all of his bank accounts and his QuickBooks and all the businesses into his chat. And what would take somebody days and weeks to produce as far as proof in a court setting took him an hour. P&Ls, uh, what's being spent, where the money's being wasted, all kinds of stuff. Like the graphs that he was able to create out of it were insane. My thought is, I don't feel that comfortable doing it, and I'm an AI guy. But they must have some kind of security behind this finance tab to be able to offer something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing, I just learned this late last week, that one of the Claude Fable 5,
Hmm.
most apps out there, AI apps, ChatGPT, et cetera, are like 20 to 30% rating in cybersecurity.
Really?
Fable 5 is 78%. So Fable 5 has a lot of security built into it.
Well, I mean, and that's another thing too with Fable 5, okay, it was also the most intelligent
Right.
uh, platform out there. And if you're using Claude, so you can use Claude or Fable 5 on Claude, it's also the most expensive. The most expensive when it comes to credit consumption. So,
That is correct. But what I was taught, and this is I think you met Isaac, who
yeah.
he has Friday calls with the developers on GHL and tells them what's
Hmm.
wrong with their platform. And he said that the intelligence built into Fable 5, when it does its complex logarithms and analysis, it then will go down to Sonnet, Opus, whatever,
Yep.
and to save you credits. So, but you're
Yep.
right though, it's the most expensive, but it can self-adjust.
Yep. Yep. You just got to program it.
Right.
You just got to program it. So, all right, this hurry up. So, for those of you just joining, I was teaching today on AI in real estate, how to build an email triage bot, and then also how to build single property landing pages. That now, if you go into Claude, you can go on sites, which is new, and it will build you those single property landing pages for you. So,
And Tony, I know you got to jump for a call, but I do want to talk to you for 10 minutes if you got time later.
yep, give me a call. I'll be around
All right.
after like 4 o'clock Eastern. I'm pretty open.
Okay, I got a 4 to 5, but then after that I will, or 4 to
Give me a
4:30.
call.
All right.
Yeah, give
All
me
right,
a
buddy.
call.
Yeah. All right.
All
See
right,
ya.
thank you. Alrighty. So I do have another call starting. This is not. I'm gonna hang out a little bit and try to push that call because I want to see the single property website. I want to show you guys what it's gonna look like. So if you got to hop off, I completely understand. But I'm gonna give it another 2 minutes and see if it's actually gonna load. Well, I know it'll load. It's just taking a while to build the site. It's building a whole complete site. So, any other questions on AI in real estate? Or is there anything that you've been wanting to automate besides social media? We are going to do another segment next week on social media, how to automate that. Um, but any other questions? Like I said, I'm going to give another 2 minutes. If it can't pop up, get done 2 minutes, I will have to end, but I'll put the link to this website at once it's done in the replay as well. Any other questions? Y'all are quiet today. Very quiet. Thank you for this info. There's so much coming out. It's hard. Exactly. That's why I do these calls weekly, Carla. That's exactly why I do these calls weekly. So, alrighty, I'm gonna have to put a pause to it. But once the site's up, I'll put the replay and this site in the school community. Again, you can catch a replay on the Apex Agent Command school community as well as the Climber school community. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM and we will see you on the next one. You all have a great week.